because snow can start to clump on their paws and it can be very painful, and even like they'll start to freeze and they're very difficult to get out, which can make it difficult for your dog to walk. I'm not a vet and I'm not sure if there's like long-term damage, but I do know that it can wreck day plans or an adventure that you have planned if you aren't prepared for snow. I've seen it happen more often with long-haired dogs, so that's where it really tends to stick. Things that have worked for me is you can get a salve. They have a ton on Amazon that work really, really well for just kind of making sure the snow like glides off. My dogs are big lickers, so sometimes they lick it off before we even get out. So I also use booties. I will say I don't have like a brand that I would suggest. Both my dogs use different ones, and I don't know if it's due to like the anatomy of their feet and size, but it has been a trial and error process for me. Sometimes they do slip off, so you just want to like keep an eye out if one does pop off so you don't lose one. But those are a great alternative. If you kind of get in a bind, I've also used coconut oil on their paws, and that works fairly well for making sure there's no clumping there. Other thing is I do have my little dog jackets, which sometimes people are like, oh, you dress up your dog. And like, I do, I have Halloween costumes, but the jackets are actually functional. So my dogs are short haired, and especially my little guy, he's only 6 months old. When we go out on walks, sometimes he does get a little chilled and he will start shaking. He wants to play, but there's been times where he gets so cold that like I have to carry him all the way home. So he, as he's getting bigger, it's not been as frequent, but especially if you have little ones or skinnier ones or ones that aren't used to the snow, just get a little jacket. I got one at TJ Maxx or something. It's like a thermal, or not thermal. So it looks like a little down. It's not that thick. It was like $8, but it's made a big difference in his enjoyment of the snow as well as for me.